Hey, this is Colby Peters. This is the last video in a 4-part series demonstrating how I create a work in watercolor based on Holly Chastain's collage. In this video, I'm going to use sewing thread to create the rigging or ropes on the ship. I will also be making some adjustments to the colors of the Nautilus shell to make what I think is a more balanced composition. In the previous video, we ended with a heavy book on top of the painting so that the newly pasted ship wouldn't lift or curl. I have white and black sewing thread because I'm not sure which would be best. I'm concerned that the white won't show up enough, so I decided to test them both out. I'm surprised that the white thread actually shows up pretty well. It has just enough volume to create a shadow, and it adds some subtle dimension. I'm going to check the black thread too, just in case, but I think the black is a bit overpowering, so I'm going to go with the white. To mount the string onto the ship, I'm using tweezers and my son's stick glue. Again, I'm sure there's better tools out there, but that's what I have. The first time, I measure the amount I need by eye, but decide to run across the glue before I cut it. This turns out to be more difficult than it needs to be. So I cut the amount I need first, and then run it through the glue before I mount it with the tweezers. As you can see, this is pretty tricky. Only somebody who loves tedious, mind-numbing tasks for the sake of art would enjoy it. Lucky for you guys, I love that kind of thing. I use the tweezers to just adjust the string a few microns to make sure it's exactly where I want it. We're going to speed this up because I don't think there are a whole lot of people who want to see this in real time. But I'm more than happy to post it in real time if you'd like. Just let me know in the comments. After I finished the ship, I looked at the whole thing, and all the bright colors in the shells started really feeling like a bit much. They were overpowering the ship and the water, and I want the ship to be the focal point of the piece. I thought of ways I could tone it down and decided to try adding a wash. Before I paint directly onto the piece, I want to experiment a bit, so I paint a few sample colors onto this paper. Once they dry, I paint a wash over them using a very pale peachy pink color. I think this will work. You can still see the colors, but I think they'll be muted just enough to allow the ship to be more prominent in the painting. I do pretty much the same thing I did when I painted the shell the first time, except I used the pale peach color on top of each of the Nautilus shell sections. After I put the wash on, I use a paper towel to dry my brush, which I use to grab some of the extra water and pigment. Here's the before and after. I think the wash worked really well, and now the boat doesn't have to compete as much with the colors in the shell. Last thing is to put my signature on it, and it's done. I found a frame for it and hung it in our living room on our wall of art. None of the other pieces are ones that I did. They're family pieces or ones that we've picked up and really love. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I'd love to hear what you think, so please feel free to leave feedback or ask questions. Thanks for watching.